I'm really excited. I've foraged my own seaweed, a favorite ingredient of mine. I have a license, so I know exactly what seaweed to take. I'm going to go home now and make 3 of my favorite seaweed dishes. And action! What is on my spatula? Apparently it's a thing.
A trend for your trend video.
Welcome to my brand new trend series where I'm going to share with you all the latest trends that you can make at home. First up is seaweed, a favorite ingredient that is full on trend at the moment. And I have 3 recipes to share with you. A seaweed butter, steamed mussels with a fabulous miso dressing, and a risotto full of umami with nori. This is my absolute favorite way to steam mussels and so on trend right now. Nice big black pot, and this is just going to give those mussels more umami, more saltiness. And while we were at it foraging, we foraged some mussels. And then I'm just going to let them steam with some water, pop the lid on, and while those are steaming, I'm going to go inside and make a quick, easy dressing. Come Blue! The idea is to make a really pure, zingy, zangy kind of dressing with miso paste, but specifically a white miso, which I love to bake with because it's slightly sweeter. Okay, and then just a good whisk, and then we'll just drench them and pack a punch of flavor. Having the seaweed to garnish with, and obviously eat, is fantastic for me, and that with this dressing is just amazing. Of course, the mussels, you see they opened really nicely. Look at that. You can pop the shells off if you want, but I like to use the shell to slurp up those juices like you would if you were in, I suppose, Paris with mousse on frite and a lovely cream sauce and a lovely little bowl of chippies to dip into. Ow, hotness. But that seaweed makes such a huge difference when steaming your mussels. It really does. You know, and if you can't forage and you don't have that luxury of foraging for your own seaweed, you can buy packets of dried, not the nori, but the kombu. Super simple, tastes like the sea, full of freshness, nothing beats it. I'm going to be making my favorite butter with one of my favorite ingredients, nori. So you can either toast your nori sheets, but I don't do that. I'm just doing them straight from the packet. Just tear them a little bit and pop them in your food processor or blender. And this is going to add the most incredible umami saltiness to your butter. As you can see, it goes quick, and there, magic, seaweed dust. Now you don't have to add garlic, but I do think it kind of lifts it. And then our softened butter, lemon zest, and then for a big flavor bomb, a couple of anchovies. Looks like I'm giving. I know. Thanks, Amy.
Pleasure.
It's just magical. How fabulous is this? Now let's put the lid on and let the magic happen. And just to help it along, I'm just going to add a little bit of lemon juice. Let's go. Come Blue, come my Prince Charming. And what I love to do, and what we're going to do today, is take this to the fire pit. And we're going to melt it over the fire, nice and smoky, and just have some bread to dig in. But you could use it as a butter for fish, even for a surf and turf steak. This is really Moorish. I do hope you make it. And if you do, place it in the comments below. I'm going to show you how to make a very good risotto, but with a twist. This time it's going to be packed with the flavor of the sea, and I'm going to add a whole lot of nori. First up, I'm going to ground some nori, which is going to give you that fabulous umami flavor in the risotto. When I'm making risotto, I like a softer flavor, so I often use leeks when they're in season, but when shallots are available, I kind of go with it. Okay, butter's going in. To help the butter not to burn, add a little dash of olive oil. So in goes my squash shallots and garlic. So now you turn the heat down low and slow, because you don't want any nuttiness, any brownness. You just want that beautiful fresh flavor of garlic and shallot. In for the risotto rice, and this is a very special step because this is about toasting your rice so that it gets a really nice coating that allows your fish stock to absorb. The trick is to add it at a constant temperature because it needs to cook beautifully and absorb in the correct way. So never add a cold liquid. And of course, I'm not going to skimp on Parmesan. Because what is a risotto without Parmigiano Reggiano, Parmesan, or even Pecorino? Then what I always like to do is add ice cold butter because that gives it the shine and the emulsion. There we go, look at that. Okay, and now for the nori, for the secret ingredient, there we go. And why I'm adding this at the end is I just want it to be really fresh. And I mean, this is the texture that you want. This is the juiciness. Lemon, just a squeeze of lemon. A little bit of fish sauce, just to highlight the fishy flavors. Just a little bit of olive oil, just to get that flavor of olive oil back into the dish where you started. Seaweed risotto, a big trend right now is the seaweed in all kinds of dishes, not just wrapped in a sushi roll.